OCs, or original character. No matter what level of artistry you're at, you're completely free to express yourself via an original character. And I for one think VTubers have done nothing but kind of push that fact. And though I'm not a VTuber, I have created a single OC, and that is Lilith, the succubus, because I like succubi. I also may have never finished her design, and it might have been almost a year ago, but that's besides the point. But today we are on a mission to create a brand new OC. And no, not for any particular reason. Well, actually, every time I open my computer, there is this menacing looking sticky note with the list of OCs I ever want to create on it. And, well, let's just get into it. So right from the start, I knew exactly what type of character I wanted this OC to be. And when thinking of names, I kind of just randomly came up with Jairou. But apparently it could be pronounced as
Shira.
Yeah, I don't want it to get too confusing, so I just made it Jairou. But upon doing more research, apparently this name also means brightness, which I think is super cool and actually fitting for the type of character that I want, because I definitely want her to be an Egyptian type character with lots of jewelry. And I have no idea if there's a name for this type of character in general, because you can say Jairou and automatically think of a specific type of character. And by the way, I do love my fair share of Jairous. But besides Egyptian anime girl, I don't know if there's a term for them. So do let me know if there is, because I have no idea. So I want to create a full body sort of character sheet for Jairou. And coincidentally, I stumbled across this minis type of character sheet on my Twitter timeline. And this isn't from anyone I follow, it's just from a recommended post. But after digging a bit deeper to see who the artist was, just of course, it was somebody who makes doujinshi, and a specific doujinshi series that I have read. Of course. But I decided to use this as inspiration to kind of trace over and break down the anatomy of the character to sort of get a feel of full body character sheet work. Because I, for one, usually don't draw a full body, and I've only ever tried to create one character sheet for my last OC, and that didn't go very well. So after breaking down the anatomy and getting to the workflow of drawing full body, I now have to get references. So here's my reference board for Jairou, and just to really quickly go over it, we have pretty much all the images that gave me inspiration on the right that was Egyptian anime girl related. Most of these just came from me typing, Egyptian anime girl on Pinterest or Google. And then we have some references for poses that I think Jairou would look good in. My anatomy references, Kasaki from Blue Archive because she has similar hair and body type to what I wanted. And then we have J.K. portraits that we're going to reference for the portrait we're going to do after we finish up her design. So after getting my references and getting warmed up, I do what I usually do and just kind of get a really rough sketch of a pose that I like that I found off of Pinterest. And miraculously, the first one that I kind of sketch out is what sticks for the whole entire thing. And to be completely real with you, this is just an OC that I wanted to make cute, hot, attractive, whatever you want to call it. So I didn't put too much thought into character design besides, jewelry thing go here. This one, placing the ankle bracelet here because asymmetry looks nice. That's as far as I thought. So nothing is supposed to be symbolic or anything. And my first predicament that I fall into is the feet. Yes, jokes aside, unironically, the first thing that stumps me is drawing the feet. And now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever drawn feet. So I do what I usually do whenever I don't know anything about the fundamentals, and look up a Mark Brunette video and just follow along. You see I draw alongside him and do some sketches, but I'm not really here just to focus on making some nice looking toes. I kind of just want to get the point across that, hey, she has feet, and I think they look decent. But yeah, after that quick tangent of me drawing some feet, I decided to just block in the colors because I'm really quite happy with where I am right now with her design. And I kind of already knew from the start that I wanted her to have darker hair and a darker dress with gold accents. So I tried to keep everything somewhat harmonious when it came to the colors that I chose for her. And I don't know too much about color theory, I'll be completely honest, but her skin tone along with the use of like dark purple that I used for her hair, like I wanted to originally keep her hair like blackish grayish, but giving that purple tint I think really brings out some character. Yeah, going along that color wheel with her skin tone, with the yellow accents, with the purple, I think it all comes together pretty nicely. And later I even changed her eyes from yellow to green just to have it pop a little more. And I think a really big reason as to why I didn't think too much when it came to what accessories and everything she was wearing is because her design overall has been in my head for quite a long while, and I wasn't too picky about the really fine details about everything. And after that, I kind of just finish up shading and leave everything a little messy. I don't want everything to be too polished. And then I kind of just go on to do some expression work, which I really don't have experience in. I think portraying expressions is definitely one of my weak points. But I went with what you would usually probably think about whenever you think of a tsundere, you know, kind of annoyed faces, angry faces, and then the sort of blushing face. And then a few of the other ones I kind of just did for fun. I probably couldn't picture Jairou doing the Ojo-sama laugh, but I kind of drew her just for fun in that type of expression. And yeah, I think her as a character kind of is depicted pretty well here. And here is the final character sheet for Jairou, with full body and some colored expressions, uncolored expressions. And to end off, we're just gonna get into the portrait that I made. So this portrait is nothing crazy. I mean, it's pretty much just a straight on portrait. Every time I do portraits, you can definitely tell that I take a lot of inspiration from J.K. And the thing I really like about their portraits is the fact that even though most of them are just straight on full body, they still do a lot of things that make the piece more interactive and dynamic, I guess are the words. Like they're not boring portraits. And the one thing that I wish that I could go back and change is one of the eyes. If I could emphasize her expression of disgust with maybe one eye a little squinted and the other a little more open, I think that would make the portrait a lot more interesting. But I did only do this in one sitting and didn't want to do anything more than that. You can even see I do plagiarize my own hand. I mean, this is just what I consider a fairly fast piece, so you know it happens. And yeah, that's about it for this one. I do have a lot of bigger videos that I want to do, but I'm not sure if I can do one next week because I had to finish up my friend's VTuber model completely. And though I do want to make that into a video, there's no way I'm making that video alongside finishing the project in the same week. So maybe a shorter video next week, but we'll see. Anyways, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed my OC making process. It was kind of like a low-key process video, super simplified, nothing crazy. But yeah, that'll be it for this week, and I will see y'all next week. See ya.